BTS is the biggest band in the world, but their fans go far beyond the teen girl stereotype. Meet Allison, Yevonne and Nan. They're moms and proud members of the diverse BTS army. So how did you discover BTS?
I didn't really get to know them until 2019. I went back actually recently through my YouTube history, and I had a video here when they were on Corden and did Flinch, and when they were on Ellen, kind of spaced out over a few months. And then April of 2019, I watched 37 videos in one day.
Yeah.
I was introduced to BTS by my daughter. She was 15 at the time. I remember her showing me Not Today. I remember her showing me Blood, Sweat and Tears. But I think the one that really hooked me was a live video of J-Hope singing Mama live in concert. I thought, is this young man singing about his mother? I thought that was so sweet.
I started watching K-dramas. I watched Hwarang with Taehyung in it, and I fell in love with the music from it, and I went on YouTube to find out who sang it. I was like, wait a second, he's in a band?
Nan created Bangtan Moms and Nunas, a global sisterhood that states never ever ever too old to fangirl.
As we went to BTS events, I started meeting older fans, and then I thought, it'd be great if we had a place where we could talk about BTS among ourselves without our daughters rolling their eyes at us going, oh mom, I can't believe you were saying that. And we have ladies in our group from age maybe late 20s and 30s, and we have ladies in their 60s.
That group has become such a support system to me. Within the last year, my youngest son's wife passed away. She lost her battle with breast cancer. She was only 29. This group sent me this box, and I don't know if you can see it. It's one of those explosion boxes, and it's filled with all kinds of memories and photos and words of support and love. On the outside of the cover, it says, "You never walk alone." And I think that's what that group stands for to me.
As someone who's a little bit older, what do you think when people suggest that BTS fans are solely teenage girls?
So many times women and things that women are looked down upon and seen as lesser, and oh, that's just a girl thing. It's frustrating when you're in this fandom to be someone who's not a teenage girl, someone who is a mom herself, to be dismissed in that way. There are men in this country who every single Sunday, they do not participate with their families or anything for hours at a time, and they sit in front of the television and they're not dismissed. They have basements or man caves full of things, and that's not dismissed. And I think that's part of the patriarchal society that we are used to.
That just annoys me. People like music. Doesn't matter how old you are, good music is good music.
So a lot of people say that BTS's music has changed their life. What does it mean to you?
I am half Korean, and I never embraced my Korean heritage. I actually never even really thought about it. So I'm in my 4th semester of learning Korean, and I owe it to BTS because I wanted to learn the lyrics.
The song that I kept listening to that really resonated with me a lot on that first mixtape was "To You," and I researched the words. I kept saying to myself, who am I really? I know I'm a mom, I know I'm a wife, but who is Yevonne? I started drawing things and while I was listening to the music, and all of the things that I was struggling with started pouring out onto the paper. I realized once I had started drawing, everything was very dark. The more I drew, the messages and the pictures got happier. I realized that I wasn't as depressed anymore.
I've had a kind of an interesting relationship with music my whole life because I grew up in a very conservative religious environment where I was only allowed to listen to a very small selection of music. When I started listening to BTS, it was mostly because I just enjoyed the music. And then I was like, okay, I really need to know what they're saying. This is kind of embarrassing. And so I watched the music video with Singularity, and I watched with the subtitles, and my jaw fell to the floor. That song just mirrored the experience that I had coming out of this oppressive religious environment.
There's just been a level of happiness and excitement since becoming a fan, and the richness of wanting to learn Korean, the richness of having all these new friends. It's just so much richer.
I hope that BTS realizes how moving and how important their music is to the world, especially now when social distancing is part of the norm, when people aren't gathering like they normally would, as sad as it was not to be able to go to their concert, I'm waiting for them. I saved my ticket. I didn't get a refund. I'll be there.
I do stitchery, but I do it like this. I make these pillows and things. I tend to give them as gifts.
I just got my BTS tattoo. Well, it's a whole thing. It's like all of the people. So these are all birth flowers for my mom, my sister, my girls, but this is Smeraldo, which is the BTS flower in singularity. And then I have a little love yourself heart that's kind of subtle right here.